This is Ultimate Soccer with Soccer Steve.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our post-match press conference following tonight's result between Cavalry FC and Pacific FC. I'm joined by Pacific FC head coach James Merriman. I please ask that you remain muted at all times if you are joining us via Zoom and use the raise hand function if you'd like to ask James a question. I will now open the floor to any questions for James. Steve, go ahead.
James, great ship you're running. I've watched the team all season, very impressed with the tactics, the way the team plays. Take me through this game. It's a tough loss, but take me through this game, why the loss actually happened.
To be honest, I mean, I said I don't think we can fault the players. You know, second game in 4 days, traveling to Forge for a really difficult game, and then coming here. This is not an easy place to come. And Calgary started on the front foot. You know, the first 5-6 minutes we weathered the storm, and I thought we played quite well. But it's going to be a difficult game, and it's fine margins and that little bit of quality at the right moment in the transition in the final acts. It just wasn't there. It wasn't there all night tonight. I thought we had some good moments, but it's difficult. And so, you know, I'm very happy with the effort from the players, and you know, I'm happy with the performance. Of course, we don't want to lose, and we know it was there for us, but it's a difficult game.
Talking about the half spaces, normally you get no time at all. This was one of those games where you had zero time, zero half spaces, so it was only going to be one goal. Talking about the fatigue, though.
Yeah.
You had a tough game recently, 3 days ago, coming into here. It didn't seem like you had any problems with the fitness. Now, moving straight into the playoffs is my question.
Yeah.
Is that going to be a welcome break before you get there?
Absolutely. You know, absolutely. I think, you know, we've been in a really good way in terms of performance and getting the job done. But we've been traveling a lot. There's been a lot of games in a short amount of time, and that's very difficult for the players. We'll look forward to getting home and having some preparation at home, and we'll be full energy for next match.
And before I finish, I want to commend you with your CONCACAF trip and how this team has richly performed on the road, which seems to be quite some time. So big up to your club, big up to you as a coach.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm now joined by Pacific FC's Cedric Dembele, and I will now open the floor to any questions. Steve, go ahead.
Tough game, great field to play on. How did you like playing on that grass?
Sorry?
Tough game. How did you like to play on that grass out there?
It's pretty nice, honestly. It's better than synthetic. So yeah, the grass feels nice. It's always wet. You play better, like with the ball and everything. The ball goes like quicker, faster. So you just have to adapt a little bit. Sometimes like you slipped and everything, but it's just like a quick adaptation. And after like, it's just like a normal game, you know?
So moving forward, the game itself, it was very, very tight. I mean, most of us out here thought for sure it's going to be a 0-0. Are you gutted for that final game, to lose the final game, irrelevant of where the standings are and where the table is, because 4 teams play 4 teams, yeah? But how gutted are you to have lost such a close game?
For sure, it's just a little bit frustrating because if we won that game, we will have like be top of the table. So that's why we pushed a little bit forward at the end, and we got caught at counter-attack. So yeah, it's a little bit frustrating. But after that, you know, playoff, everything can happen. Even if you finish 4th, 3rd, 1st, or 2nd, it's just every team has its chance, you know.
And looking to the playoffs, what are your thoughts on the playoffs? How excited are you to actually get into the playoffs? Because let's face it, it's not a league game. It's a cup game. So there's a different edge, there's a different flavor.
Yeah.
Talk on that.
For sure, the regular season is always fun to play, but the playoff is where the real funs begin, you know. So we'll just wait on the result on Sunday to see like where everyone finish, and after that we'll just focus on our opponent and just get ready for the first game.
Thank you for your time. Good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you very much.
I'm now joined by Cavalry FC's Ben Fisk. I will now open the floor to any questions for Ben. Steve, go ahead.
Stephen O'Boyle, Ultimate Soccer. Just take me through that goal and how you're feeling right now. Yeah, well, big smile.
If I said all the words I was feeling, I might not be as liked across the league and the media, but pretty happy, first and foremost, to get the win, put us potentially in second place in the league, depending how Forge's result goes. So I'm just happy to end the season on a high.
It was a real battle. I mean, it was a battle of attrition. Nobody actually shaded this game, and it did look like it was going to be a draw moving to the end. But the constant wave of attacks coming down the flank, especially the right side, You knew a goal was coming. Was it the same feeling in the team? Was the feel that, yes, we are going to get that goal?
Yeah, I certainly felt it. I think we made some good subs, brought on some pace. Credit to the guys before us. I think they wore them down quite a bit. Balls in behind the back line were obviously where we were getting our success. So we just came in trying to make a difference. But I think you had a good preview of playoff football there. We're nice and cagey, 0-0, and it takes something special to win the game.
Yeah, you mentioned playoff football. That really did resemble more of a playoff game than a league game per se, yeah? So that is definitely what we're going to expect. Looking at the playoffs, though, what do you expect? What are your feelings moving into the playoffs? How far we go? Irrelevant of who we play.
I think the most important thing for us was just to go into the playoffs on a high, right? We're on a 2-game win streak now. So we'll take that momentum in, and whoever we're going to face, we'll take it to them.
Congratulations on the win. I got a smile on my face. I can imagine the squad in that dressing room was jumping up and down. Excellent performance. What a great day. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
I will now open the floor for any questions for Tommy. Steve, go ahead.
Tommy, congratulations. 10 home wins in the season. You're now into the playoffs. It's all done and dusted. Just the playoffs to go through. What's in the coffee?
Yeah, just a cup of tea. I think that's. I think the staff might be having a beer in the locker room, but it's a cup of tea until this is over.
Talking about this game itself, it was a game of no half spaces. It was so tight. There was nothing open. And it really was a game where I felt that Cavalry were going to go forward, kept going forward, and the wing play eventually was what capitalised and got the goal. How happy were you with the team going forward?
Yeah, I'm a massive fan of 1-0 wins because it shows that you've got that resilience to shut the team out that's in front of you. You know, they haven't been beaten in 5 games. I've got to give James and his Merriman a shout out because they've been, you know, they've shown character and they've got 3 big back-to-back wins, and we knew it wasn't going to be easy, and they ran their socks off even till the end, but we knew we'd always have a moment, and as we could see them tire, we brought our pace into the game. I thought Jean-Aniel came in, you know, I thought Gauthier did well, you know, Big Gaz did well, and then Fisk finds the pockets, and I think that was important strategy to use against them, and was a great precursor for playoff football.
Absolutely. Fantastic game. I think everybody in the crowd loved every moment of it. It was a game that didn't stop, it kept going. The team were literally ruthless in everything they did, especially in defence. Talk on Mark Caducci, because sometimes he doesn't get the praise deserved, but today he definitely deserves a massive amount of praise, as well as the other guys. But talk on Marco.
Yeah, and I think what he did was he didn't do anything spectacular, which is what you need your keeper to do. I think I'd give a shout out to Mason, Karifa, Davey, Klompy, Alacon, you know, Simo and Elijah, the work they did in front to deny Pacific, who were a very good attacking team. Not really many chances other than set plays. So it was a game won by our defence, and we just had to wait for our chance to come, and credit to Fisky, credit to Gauthier, they earned it.
Now, you said in the press conference earlier in the week, confidence going into the playoffs. 2 wins back-to-back. Is that now building confidence moving into the playoffs for Cavalry FC?
Absolutely, because it was the Valor game was the one that clinched us in the manner in which we did with Musi's bit of magic, and there to have like I said, a resilient 1-0 performance against a good team, that gets you there. Now we're at the dance, right? It was just you needed a ticket to the dance. Now we're at the dance. We've got to make sure we go on with the girl.
Thank you, Tommy. Congratulations again. Good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you.